So it's finally here, the day we've been waiting for. The next installment of Battlefield has been revealed, and it's called Battlefield 2042, and it looks incredible. The setting for the game is, as the name suggests, the year 2042. There's been a decade of chaos, starting in 2031 with rising sea levels, collapse of economies, and broken alliances. Then Hurricane Zeta is the world's first Category 6 storm in 2033. This is followed by the Great Depression, caused by global flooding and fuel shortages in 2034. The European Union disbands after Germany collapses. This leads to a rise in no-pats, people in search of safety, banding together, trying to survive. 2037 sees the new normal, with the world adapting to new revolutions in energy, irrigation, and ways to save coastal cities. Hope leads to nations reopening, but the no-pats are still distrustful of governments, which creates leaders of the no-pats no longer bound by their former nationalities. With all this going on, new frictions between the US and Russia emerge, and they fight for control of the changing world. 2040 sees the blackout caused by a space debris storm, in turn causing over 70% of satellites to come crashing to Earth. There is mass devastation, planes crash, communication grids collapse, and there is mass disruption to supply chains, causing prices to skyrocket for essentials such as oil, grain, and coal. With no internet, navigation, surveillance, or storm forecasts, no one trusts each other, and they can't spy on each other. Both the US and Russia blame the other for the blackout, while some blame the no-pats, saying they are trying to cause anarchy. This leads to those of a former military or combat background to become specialists. In 2042, war is imminent, and the no-pats have to start choosing sides. The first of those specialists is Webster McKay, a Canadian ex-military survivalist fighting for the no-pats to make up for his military regrets. He has a grappling hook which can be used to pull the player towards the attached point. He also has the nimble ability, allowing the player to move faster whilst aiming down sight. Next is Maria Falk, a skilled medic who is looking for her son amongst the no-pats. She has a Syrette gun, which fires a syringe, which can heal teammates. She also has the ability to return downed allies to combat with full health. Then we have Boris, a Russian weapons expert looking for some control of this new world. He has an SG-36 sentry system, which automatically spots and engages enemies within a certain area. The sentry operator ability spots enemies when the sentry gun locks on. Finally, of the specialist revealed, there was Casper, who is fighting for a better world. He has the OVP recon drone, which spots nearby enemies, and has an EMP blast to disorient and disrupt the opposition. The movement sensor ability alerts to approaching enemies even when piloting the drone. There was another specialist we saw who had a winged suit, but no information on them for the time being. There was, however, 7 maps revealed. There is Discarded, set in Alang, India. It is a coastal map of stranded ships caused by the changing sea levels that are being stripped for parts. There is also Breakaway, set in Queen Maudland, Antarctica, a dynamic map of oil extraction sites with destructible fuel tanks. Manifest sees you fight in Brani Island, Singapore, fighting through cargo containers in the trade location. Orbital puts you in Kourou, French Guiana. This is a race against time at a rocket launch site. Hourglass is based in Doha, Qatar. Massive dust and sandstorms block out the natural light as you fight in the city. Renewal is in the eastern desert of Egypt. A giant wall separates the map in two. On one side, rich man-made agriculture, and the other, harsh desert with a solar farm. Kaleidoscope, set in Songdo, South Korea, is a metropolis of skyscrapers, which you can zip line between as you fight in the plazas of the city's data center. These maps all allow for up to 128 players on next-gen and PC, which is then halved to 64 for the current-gen consoles, and also sees the maps being shrunken down to a smaller playable area. There seems to be an emphasis on vehicles in this game, allowing for those crazy battlefield moments, and also the new addition of storms, which I'm sure will add that something extra we've all been looking for in a new game. You can now pre-order the game, which will give you early access to the forthcoming open beta. It has also been revealed that there will be a gameplay trailer this Sunday, June 13th. The game will release on October 22nd or a week earlier if you pre-order the Gold or Ultimate Edition of the game. Has that reveal got you excited for Battlefield 2042? And what else are you hoping to see in the game? Let me know in the comments down below, and keep an eye out for more Battlefield 2042 news and videos coming soon.